Okay, so in the last stream we were working on getting the colors for the UI in the body and soul reverb plugin to change depending on what kind of IR is selected. So this is a convolution reverb. It will be shipped with a bunch of different IRs, and they'll kind of fall into one of three different types. So I have a little enum here for each of those. And I'm currently working on a way to get the UI to update, change color, kind of show you which type you've got selected. The expected use case is that you might have multiple instances of this plugin open with different types. You can kind of layer different reverbs in that way. So if we have a look at how far I got previously, the plugin doesn't currently build because I was halfway through a bunch of changes, but I got as far as I think I created some kind of theme object. Yep, so that just lives in this header file for now. It has a method for you to get the highlight color, so that's kind of the bright color that will go on sliders and things. Neutral color, that's for text usually, and then background, and then complementary color is kind of a secondary color. So we have methods to get those given a type. We have a theme object. We can update the type that this theme has, so when a new IR is selected we'll change this. And the way I've been working with this so far is in our look and feel methods. We have a bunch of different look and feel classes, which will draw different components. And basically the way I've been handling this is that when they're constructed, we give them a reference to the theme. So the theme will be owned by the UI editor. We give them a reference to it, and then whenever paint is called, the look and feel method will be called to draw whatever bit of UI it is, and that's where it can ask the theme for the correct color, for example here. So that worked for most components. The one that is a bit weird and complicated is the toggle buttons. So previously for other look and feel classes, everything was really simple because, for example, we have one for rotary sliders here. Every rotary slider looks the same. So we don't need multiple instances of look and feel, we don't need different look and feels, they can all use the same one. So that was really easy. We know that we're just going to need to get the correct color. Although I say that, I haven't updated rotary slider yet, but that will be the case for that one. If we look at linear slider, that one's already updated. And we just do get highlight color when we want to set the color of the little thumb things, whatever they are, that represent where the slider is. So toggle buttons are a bit weird because I have three different, they all behave the same, but for various reasons some of the buttons use different colors. That's where this gets a little bit weird. So what I was thinking is the simplest way to do it, where we currently have one instance of this toggle button look and feel class. So we have one instance and all the buttons use that same instance. And the color is overridden by doing set color. I don't know if I can quickly find an example of that. Yeah, here, for example. So we have a toggle button, or rather a text button, and it has a bunch of colors set on it manually. So what we need to do is, since we can't use this anymore, I'm thinking the simplest, easiest way to do it is where we currently have one toggle button look and feel. This is owned by the editor. I'm thinking we just maybe have 2 or 3 of these and give them callbacks that they can use to get the correct colors from the theme. So some of them will do when they want the button to look like it's on. Some of them would call get highlight color. Some of them might call get neutral color. It depends on what background the button is against as to what color looks appropriate. So that's the plan for today. Yeah, I think there are probably cleaner and better ways to do this, but I also feel like maybe I've been overthinking it. It's probably best just to do it. So yeah, let's try that. So we have a build that is broken. And that is complaining because there is no longer an off color or an on color. Right, so this is in set button colors. So this lambda doesn't make much sense anymore. So I think probably best to delete that. Right, so we use this on dry button, wet, auto gain, reverse. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's make sure that the look and feel makes sense first. So how far did I get with that? So you can pass in the callbacks for get on color, get an off color. We saved those. Yep, so that should work. Those are all connected up in the draw methods. So this is for the background, this is for the text. So that should be fine. So I'll need, right, initially I'll use just the one look and feel for everything. It'll make things look a bit weird, but that's what we'll go with. So here I'm going to need 2 callbacks. Is it safe to do that in the initializer? So that should already be constructed. Then we'll get to there. So I think then I could do the first one will be the on color. So that works, and the next one should be, yeah, neutral. Function this. Okay, so I need to capture this. Hopefully that should work. So I think then I can remove the... let's just comment these out for now. I might need to just refer back to them afterwards. We don't need that anymore, and we don't need that anymore. Okay, let's try that build. Okay, so that looks like it worked. Okay, the reverse button's kind of disappeared because the colors are wrong, but that's okay. It looks like it works as I would expect it to at this moment. I think that looks good. It looks like this button actually moves a tiny bit, so maybe that's something to fix. Okay. Maybe that's something else to come back to. Okay, so that works. Let's try creating other look and feels then, or other instances of this look and feel. So we have this one is for the meter buttons. That's what we'll call that one. Okay, hopefully that didn't break anything. Okay, the build worked. So let's have a second look and feel. Or a second instance of this same look and feel class. This will be for the reverse button. Now we need the same highlight colour, but because it's on the lighter background, we need to use the actual background colour for when it's off. And we'll set that here. Okay, so it shows up now. Yellow when it's on, and it's the dark background colour when it's off. And these ones are still yellow when they're on, and the kind of light neutral colour when they're off. So I need this one. The reset one is probably fine, because that is only ever off. It doesn't really have it on. This one I want to stay grey. Well, light grey the whole time. So I need one more look and feel for that. I think I'll delete these at this point. It's the browser button. I'll go there. That looks good. This will be get neutral color. And this one will also be get neutral color. I haven't assigned it. Perfect. So that is the buttons done. Those. Because they look quite clean as just text, but there's no way you would know that it's a button, this. That was kind of a problem, I think, in the original version of this plugin. But yeah, it'd be nice if I could figure out something better to do with that. But for now, the theme stuff, that looks good. I need to do the sliders. The rotary sliders, that is. So where are those? So, another look and feel. We need a new constructor where we can pass in our theme reference. Store that. And then in the draw method, okay, it looks like it was getting these straight out of the header. Yep. Okay, so here we need to ask the theme for the correct color. I think that's correct. See what we had before. Yep. Okay, so that should work for those. Right, something failed. Because I probably haven't updated the constructor. Yep. Or the call to the constructor. Okay, so there's a bunch of places where we use this. So we need, everywhere that we use this constructor, we'll need the theme. And there's one in each of these. Okay, how many have we got to change? So we've got one here. What do we use this for? Maybe we don't use it. Okay, yeah, that one looks like it's not even used. So do I want to delete that one? Or do I want to pass that one into all of these? So these groups these are what contain the rotary sliders. So this one has all the IR related ones. So you've got your pre-delay, the begin point, the end point, I think, yeah, stuff like that. There's another one for attack, I think, yeah. Another one for decay, probably. Yep. So yeah, each of these basically just groups together the sliders and labels into kind of more manageable chunks. It makes the layout a lot easier, because then when we do resized in the editor, think it uses Flexbox for that section. Okay, no Flexbox, but we just take each group and just remove from left the correct amount of space. Okay, let's just pass this look and feel in. So that would have to go in here. Is that better or worse than passing a theme into each of them? I don't think it makes much difference. Could do something like that. Although if it's already got the processor, it could already get the look and feel. It could remove, oh no, it's not in the processor, it's in the editor. Of course it's not. Okay, I might just make it a shared pointer. That feels more efficient. I don't think it makes a massive difference. So do something like that. And the same change here. Okay, so those should all be updated. And now wherever these are called, probably the editor. Yep. So somewhere in the editor, I'll need to pass in the correct look and feel. Should also make this a shared pointer. I initialize that shared pointer? Up here. Okay, that's fine. So if I go here, it will, the look and feel object should already be there. I don't think we need a get. I think you can just okay, let's see if this actually builds. One error, where was that? Ah, okay. Right, I see what I've done. Alright, let's try that. So it built. Does it work? So they're all grayed out initially. That looks good. We select an IR. They'll show up yellow. That looks good. If I select a different type of IR, they're now different colors, apart from that one for some reason. I mean, the colors are not what I'll go with for the final version, but that'll do for demonstrating this. Except this shouldn't be yellow. Oh no, okay, no, it should be yellow now because the colors are backwards. Ah, okay, that makes sense. So that one is yellow because it is deactivated, and I think yellow was the secondary color for this theme. Or the neutral color, or whatever. Okay, so that works. Let's try then deleting all the old color constants and just see what breaks. There's guaranteed to be stuff that still uses those. So that one was there. Is it actually going to be easier to just do a find? Okay, so that will need to change, the subtitle label. Linear slider colors. That I think I can delete, because the colours are now handled by this look and feel. Where are we going next? I can probably delete highlight color. So I just need to set this. So we'll have our theme at this point. So we can just ask the theme for the correct color. And then we'll have to do that again at the end of our update UI. So here we get the type of the current file that's selected, and we tell the theme what type it is, and then that's where we force a repaint. So the UI, well, all the different UI components will get updated then. So we'll just need to update the color here, and that should work. So I can delete highlight color. Now, where is neutral color used? So if we get our plugin open, we can have a look at these. So neutral color is scale color. Let's open something. Okay, so it'll be this scale here. I think that's fine to stay as neutral color always. I don't think I'd ever want to change that. And we have background for the file tree component. So that would be this big grey area, or light grey area at the bottom. I think we can keep that the same. And we have an info label with a background colour. I think that is this part on the right. We have set neutral colour for the IR browser component. Don't know which bit of that would be visible, probably not much. We set the title to neutral colour. I think that's fine. We'll probably always want that part to be the neutral colour. That is in a random comment. Right, okay. I think neutral colour can stay there. That probably makes sense for now. So what are we using background colour for? Okay, so that's this shaded area. So that moves with the envelope settings. The waveform scale colour. Then, yep. So that's this part. The lines in the file tree component. Okay, probably these. Contents display component text color. Okay. Info label text color. So that'd be this text here. What else? Credits window, we use the background color. So that makes sense. I think then that can probably stay for now. And then complementary color, I think that also might never change. Do that in get waveform color, so that is the purple bit here. Use it in get level color minus infinite. Get level color minus 40. Oh, okay, yeah. So that would be our level colors. When there's an audio actually going through this, you'll see the meters in purple. I might leave those for now. Whether I want to change those depends on what colour combinations we decide look good. So I'll probably just do some experimenting at some point with different colours. It's probably not the most interesting task. Yeah, okay, so that would be the next step. I don't think I'll do that on a stream. It's not super interesting. But it looks like we got the theme stuff done. So I don't think there is any other development work to do right now on this. So we got the sliders working, we got buttons working, we got this button. Reset still works. Does the subtitle text thing updates as well? Yeah. So the next step really is just for me to play around with the different colors and see what looks good. But the actual code is in place now. Okay, that might actually be a very short stream for today then. For Syndicate, there is nothing else for me to do right now either. It mostly is ready for release, or ready for the update to be released. There are a few other changes I'd like to work on. Well, they're not changes, it's things like for the purling noise, I need to check the algorithm, make sure it actually makes sense. In terms of the modulation and connecting everything together and the UI changes, that's all done. I just need to look at the actual algorithm it's used to generate the noise and make sure that it's doing something sensible. So yeah, that should be ready for release later this month, hopefully, if that all works out. What else was there? Yeah, the other tasks I have really are just admin related things for the doing a release, doing an update. So yeah, that's what I'll be up to next, but not on stream. So for the next stream, there will be one later, well, within the next week. I'll probably be looking at some UI features of Juice that I haven't looked at before, so that I can do some more interesting graphic stuff. I don't know if I'll be directly working on a plugin to do that, or if I'll just be doing some kind of, set up a new plugin as a demo to try stuff out with, or I might try it directly in Syndicate. Maybe I'll try to rebuild this window using whatever Juice React stuff is cool now, something like that. But yeah, I will see. But yeah, in terms of actual product work, that is probably it for a week or two. Yeah, hopefully this has been kind of interesting, even though it was mostly just UI changes, some color related things. If you're interested in either of these plugins, there are links in the description. We have a Discord as well, please join that if you're interested in these things. And yeah, thanks for watching.